Whew. Hello, how's everyone doing? Man, it is good to be back. For those of you who don't know, I was sick for the past week and a half. I had bronchitis, which is horrible. Don't get that shit. It's awful. My voice was completely gone. I had like just chest pains and stuff when I was coughing. Congestion, like just all this disgusting crap. It was horrible, but thankfully I got over it after about a week and a half now of being sick. And, after a weekend of resting and stuff, my voice has finally returned and I'm finally, have my energy back. So that's where I was. That's why you haven't seen this unboxing until now, essentially. I was like in bed. I managed to be able to, make it through work and stuff like that. I didn't take any days off and stuff like that, but I was just working from basically in bed and didn't even have the energy to play games like at all. So it was pretty crappy, pretty horrible. But anyway, I am excited because God of War Ragnarok came out last week. Haven't been able to play it, and finally I'm going to pick up the game right now. So we are going to go pick up the standard edition of God of War Ragnarok, which actually, incidentally, is the only edition that includes the retail disc. Go figure. Anyway, I'm excited, man. God of War 2018 was such a transformative, experience for me, and was just really impressed by the entire game and everything that it had to offer and whatnot. And so, I've been so looking forward to this sequel. Just a continuation of the story is exciting in of itself. But just the characters and stuff that were on display with God of War 2018, it was just so surprising. So surprising. So I've been anticipating this sequel for quite some time. Now, I think it's important to note sort of my history with the God of War franchise, because I was not a previous God of War fan. In fact, some may call me even a heavy critic of the past series. I never really enjoyed any of the previous games. Now, I played the very first God of War, the original God of War on the PS2, and I also played God of War 3. I never played the sequel, the one in between, and also the PSP games. I missed those as well. But every single time I played the God of War games, I just never really got into, the games at all. And I think it was part of the gameplay. These days I play everything. I'm much more well-versed, I think, in just the overall genres and everything that games have to offer. But prior, I was kind of stingy. I only liked my third-person action games, and, any deviation from that wasn't really something that I particularly cared about. So I think it was a combination of me just being younger and not really liking the core gameplay, which kind of, ultimately led me to not really care about those games to begin with. Needless to say, I've been obviously super excited for this one, because what they did in 2018 was, they completely rebooted it from the ground up, brand new gameplay style. I guess it's really a continuation of the story, right? So it's still technically a sequel. But, what they did with the gameplay was so exciting and so visceral. I just loved, the new perspective, more story focused, but also puzzle solving. The Leviathan axe is a great weapon to use. It was just an overall, really incredible experience from the ground up, and I really enjoyed it. So this sequel looks like it's more of the same. I saw some light reviews on it, but I've thankfully stayed away from all spoilers. I've muted keywords and stuff on Twitter, so I basically haven't seen anything, regarding this game. I know a very similar thing, I guess, happened with this game that happened to like The Last of Us Part 2 earlier, where the game got leaked and stuff like that. People were leaking the game and whatnot, and thankfully I've been sort of immune to any of that shit. I haven't seen any leaks whatsoever, so I have no idea what's happening. I'm gonna go into this experience completely 100% fresh, and I'm gonna have a great freaking time. Now, next month we have the Game Awards, which is super exciting, and looking forward to that. But the reason I want to mention the Game Awards is because in 2018, when I went to the Game Awards, you know, there was a conversation that a couple people were happening with this gentleman right next to me. He was sitting literally in the seat right to my left. And the conversation started around game development, or it came, you know, around to that point. And the dude says, "Oh, well, what do you work on?" And the guy says, "Oh, I worked on God of War." And so for the entirety of the Game Awards of 2018, I was literally sitting next to a God of War developer from Sony Santa Monica. And when his game won the Game of the Year for you know, that award show, just the energy of being like in that atmosphere is something that I'll never forget. I was so happy for him. And at the time, I didn't even play the game because I was still behind on my backlog. And I told him that night, I was like, I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna play, you know, your game finally. So anyway, it's been sort of a long time coming. Lots of crazy stuff happening, and to finally be here at this point, was it 4 years later, with the sequel is pretty awesome. So can't wait for it. I'm gonna go pick up the game now. Just got here, and although I am a week late to this party, I'm gonna have a great time and just enjoy myself. So, all right, I will see you guys in just a little bit. Bye. Alrighty, God of War Ragnarok, here it is. Super excited to check this out. Looks like it's a gorgeous cover as well. I love how the blue kind of works with the you know, the actual gamma ray case for the PlayStation 5 and 4 actually. So we're gonna go home, we're going to unbox this, see what's inside. It says I'm supposed to get some bonus content as well, so we'll see. At least there's a disc in here, that is nice. All right, I'll see you guys back at the house, and let's do it. Alrighty, I appreciate everyone's patience on this, but here it is, God of War Ragnarok for the PlayStation 5. We're going to take a look at the front cover, take a look at the back, and you know, see if there's anything inside besides the disc itself. And I'm going to start playing this bad boy and talk about some of the content coming up on the channel. Alright, so let's get to it. Alrighty, God of War Ragnarok, here it is on the PlayStation 5. Good to see this thing. So, yeah, this is the launch edition of the game, so it doesn't really come with many extra goodies. Besides, if you turn this over, you do get this extra bonus content. It looks like Kratos Risen Snow Armor, as well as Atreus Risen Snow Tunic, which is just for cosmetic upgrades. So some nice things for getting the game, you know, around the time of launch. Let's get to unboxing this. You know, we got the front cover here, which is just Kratos and his son. God of War Ragnarok up on the title, and if you turn it over, just one big nice screenshot of them riding, you know, a sleigh, it looks like, towards some icy mountainous terrain as Ragnarok begins. It says up here, embark on an epic and heartfelt journey as Kratos and Atreus struggle with holding on and letting go, and blah 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 blah. So very excited to see how this goes. I got my sissy scissors here, so let's take a look at what's inside. Break the cellophane, get this off. Very nice. We got the front cover back again, and then your spine. And if we open it up, here we go. We got the actual game disc itself. Awesome. You don't even get this on the collector's edition. They just give you the digital code. So nice to finally have the game disc. Got some nice, you know, background art behind it, as well as the actual bonus content, it looks like, with my code on the back. Yes. And then we got an ad for Horizon Forbidden West, and then The Last of Us Part 1. So pretty cool. Let's take a look at that art again if we take everything off. You know, got some nice, you know, Kratos fighting some type of soldiers. And actually, let's take this out because it looks gorgeous. Yeah, that looks really nice. Beautiful. Got some dragons and stuff in the background. You know, some old machinery and whatnot, and just all hell's breaking loose. That is pretty cool. So anyway, I'm going to be enjoying this game over probably the next couple of weeks. From what I hear, this game is exceptionally long if you want to actually do everything. And in God of War 2018, I spent all my time doing all the extra stuff. I did all the Valkyries, I collected the best armor, I even went into like that gas chamber area with, you know, I think it was Tears Vault or whatever it was, and all these collectibles. I went and did all of that, so this game's gonna last me a hell of a long time because I spent almost 50 hours in the original God of War 2018, but let's talk about the stuff coming up shortly on the channel. Alright, I appreciate you guys watching the unboxing, even though it is a week later. Still wanted to get this out. Always enjoy doing these, and I know you guys enjoy watching them. So, I plan to have an impressions up for God of War Ragnarok. It's probably going to take me till sometime around the Thanksgiving holiday here in the US. My plan is to basically be neck deep in the game until I complete it, and I'm hoping to complete it before the Callisto Protocol, or at the very latest before the Game Awards. So I know this game is going to take me quite a long time, but I'm not going to rush through it. I'm going to play it at my own pace like I always do, and probably do the vast majority, if not everything, regarding the actual game. I mean, Lord knows with God of War 2018 I spent a hell of a lot of time in just doing all the extra stuff, so if this game is, you know, anything similar, it's going to take me quite a long time. But if it's fun and enjoyable, which I'm sure it will be, you know, it's going to be awesome either way. So, alright, I hope you guys enjoyed the unboxing video, and I will see you. That looks like the next game I'm picking up is the Callisto Protocol, so I will see you then, and thanks for watching. Have a good one.